Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another installment of the State of FEH Podcast. I'm your host, DTM, and I'm joined by Oblivion and Jill from Pheology, as always. How are you two doing this fine evening?
Been a crazy month. Got a lot of Radiant and Dawn representation in repeated form, but also, who knew? But Bunny Soth is actually the real protagonist of Fire Emblem. So there's that too.
So what you're saying is that it takes 2 rearms for IS to get it right.
I guess, yeah.
All right.
They had to figure Bane out.
Yes, it took 2 iterations of Bane to make it actually good. Turns out all you need is to give it Omnifeud, and you're good to go. That was all it took, essentially.
Omnifeud is pretty good.
Yeah. But yeah, we've had a lot of interesting developments in this past month, as you said, Oblivion. A lot of it due to the Rise in Takeness, and I'm pretty sure we talked about like Roy Ring and Rise Above in the last installment. And we're in that meta now, I guess you can say. But yeah, I think we can just get started on the banner after that, which was, I believe, the CYL3 Redux Banner. This was totally not a surprise. I'm pretty sure we all expected to get a Brave Harmonic Alm, Brave Harmonic Micaiah, and Chosen Leg Yarn. But was there like anything about like the units themselves or their kits that surprised you, or was it also just as we expected?
I mean, Micaiah's pretty much what I expected. Like, there's some slight differences. Like, she doesn't have like the Omni Guidance, but she gets like Pass instead, which is kind of cool. Like, I guess that's a call out for Camilla. I don't know. The real unit that really like stands out to me is Alm, because he's just so not Brave Alm. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing about him that is Brave Alm really. Like, he doesn't have like the true damage preference skill that works with AoEs. He doesn't have the high mobility. He's like a ballista unit. Like, he's just like a completely different unit. He's not even remotely the same.
Mm-hmm.
And none of it like ties into Roy either, you know what I mean? Like, or not Eliwood, sorry.
Eliwood, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, those are none of Eliwood's effects. So it's very weird.
They whiffed hard on that unit. Let's be honest. I mean, not only they didn't give him enough true damage, and I mean they needed to give him at least something there. But then, I mean, what we'll talk about here in a second, Iron Fighter comes along and counters him. Only it doesn't, because no one uses him, but it would. So I mean, I feel bad. Like that unit really got crapped on hard.
He's so cool too. Like the concept is so cool, but like the execution is just not really there.
Yeah.
Well, they chickened out. They really chickened out. We've seen them do that a couple times. Like, I was looking at Rearmed Reinhardt. That same. Well, not that bad, but same vein.
Yeah, because I was about to say, I'm pretty sure Rearm Reinhardt got some usage with like the blue tome that passes terrain in that one ST season.
Not even the weapon he like comes with.
Right.
That's crazy.
But anyways, yeah, I was really surprised by how they like designed Alm, because again, as you said, like Alm was never a ballista type unit and was never known to be a ballista type unit. Even Alm himself was never known to have anything to do with ballistas, really. And even that, it's less range than Emblem Lin. It's literally just like Lin Ring, right? And unfortunately, Lin Ring range is not that good these days. It's only like 5, like the range is like 5, and we have units with like 6 range, 3 range styles. If you give Gallop on Brave Harmonic Lin, for example, she has now 8 range, which is kind of crazy to think about. And also, those units don't suffer from the limitations of having to align Alm in a coordinate direction-ish, or 3 spaces, 3 rows, 3 columns, essentially. Right. That sort of like alignment, it can be hard to do. Maybe not in Aetherites, but in something like Summoner's Duels, where you generally start out diagonally to each other. Yeah, it's really rough. And then, yeah, Iron Fighter just came out and, yeah, just kind of destroyed that.
Yeah. I mean, I'll still try to get him to do stuff, but, like, it's an uphill battle, just like it was with the Toon Gnome. You know what I mean? Like, it's never easy.
I mean, I'll have to say, shout outs to 8-bit owners for making both attuned Alm and this Brave Harmonic Alm work this last SDR. Like, props to you, like, genuinely. But yeah, unfortunately, I think most people will pass on that. Is there any sort of like role or mode you think he would be best for?
GHB battles?
I mean, he could probably work on like Ether8's offense, but like everything works on Ether8's offense, right? But like
that is true, yeah.
If you have like Fire Season Elise, right? He can be like an additional Lin Ring user. So you have like Lin Ring user Alm. You kill 3 things. But like other than that, I mean, like nothing really.
Yeah, I guess like in Ether8's offense specifically, you can theoretically run Edelgard Ring on him. Although you can't like use the style again if I remember correctly. So
no, that's the problem. Like yeah. I think his best ring is Erica Ring for sure. Like it just allows him to get more hits in, which gives him a better chance of actually killing something. Unless if they're using Iron Fire, then it doesn't matter.
Right. We'll get to Iron Fire, don't worry. But first, we also have to talk about probably the one that was the star for this banner in the long run, and that is definitely a Brave Harmonic Micaiah. And I think this is something we also predicted, just because Brave Harmonic Micaiah had like Feud, and Feud is just so good right now. Have you guys summoned for Micaiah, and like what sort of roles have you made her?
Oh yeah, I've been using her. Yeah, I've been using her a ton.
She's fantastic. Yeah, but the thing is, she's expected fantastic.
Right.
Like, everyone told it. This is a canned solution that has worked many times, and it's a better version of this. So I think this is the next iteration of her, and I think she'll be good for just as long as the other Micaiahs were good.
That's the thing, right? Like, when's the last time we had a bad Micaiah, right? Like maybe legendary, and then even then she got refined and make her pretty good. So like Micaiah just like always is good essentially, just because like her niche, whatever you want to call it, like is just good inherently, and then they tend to throw nice things on top of it.
Right.
This one has the bonus of hitting unexpectedly hard. Like she can actually deal out damage.
Yeah.
And pass. Like it's just like a picture.
With warping within like 2 spaces of allies and stuff, which just makes it kind of crazy. And we saw that in the last SDR season, where it was really sort of like a 1-unit like super carry type meta. Micaiah just like slotted in perfectly for that, because she could just sit on the back line, provide the feud, provide all the debuffs and whatnot, and still is able to like warp in potentially to clean up and stuff. And so, yeah, there is some interesting, I'll just say, like caveats to her feud application compared to the last one we had, which is Veronica. There are occasions where all the feud that Brave Micaiah like spits out ends up on one single unit, because Micaiah gives out feud to each of the enemy that has the highest individual stat for like the 4 stats of attack speed, res, and defense. And with Rise Above and Great Talent stacking and whatnot, it's not uncommon that there is a single unit that just has all those at the highest level in the team, right? So that is a little bit,
especially in the Rise Above meta that we're in. I mean, that is something that absolutely could happen.
Right, exactly. And so there are instances where like you just get feud on one like unit. Typically it's the unit you want, but and in this last SDR season, it was the unit you want because there was only one unit that was carrying. But I could see like in like the last SDS or in future seasons where we don't have one unit carry metas, that could be a bit of a consistency problem. But again, overall, like obviously Brave Harmonic Micaiah is like really, really strong.
Yep, she's great.
The big surprise for me on this banner has been Chosen Leg Yarn. And
really?
I fully expected her to be good on Arena. I mean, that's kind of a no-brainer. She's designed for that. On Aether Raid's defense, she is a monster.
Oh, really?
She's a she's a great frontliner. The pasta that I keep seeing her in is her paired up with Fallen Byleth. And so giving out Truly Incited to him, as well as being a good frontliner. And then when you give out Truly Incited to basically giving out Pass to a unit that has the 3 range, I mean, terrible things happen to anyone who's trying to block that off. But she also does a lot of damage versus a lot of the meta tanks and clears off, ice. So she's sneaky good there.
I think I've seen her like once.
Yeah, I haven't encountered a Chosen Legion like at all in Ether raids, so that's actually a really interesting use case for Legion. But I can see it working with the support and clearing out the offensive ice. Obviously, ice is everywhere, so for defense, that would be really good, especially since just normally if you use Chosen Legion proactively, you have to align Legion to get out the ice. But on defense, it's just three columns obstruction, and so you just have to be careful about that. So yeah, that's interesting.
I ran into no fewer than 4 of her.
Really?
4 different defenses last season. Yes, it took much longer to solve those than I expected. So especially if you think about right now, the player phase meta revolves so much around Tana. And
Yep.
I mean, she's fantastic versus Tana, just color advantage in general, but then she has all the bulk and the high defense. So it's a real pain.
Yeah, it's interesting because Tana is the Gale Force carry since I guess she got her Refine or something like that. So units specifically good against Tana, green users like Legion, are really at a premium for Ether 8's defense. So yeah, I guess I'd never considered that, but Chosen Legion is really well suited for that role of just being a front line and not allowing Tana to get in.
I'm assuming you have to give her Heavenly Sword, right? Because the one I ran to didn't have Heavenly Sword, and she was pretty easy to...
I'm trying to remember what they had now. I actually thought they stuck with Blue Sky Wyvern, but these were basically using her as a support unit and a melee frontliner, and they weren't really expecting her to attack, which I thought was really interesting. Not what I expected out of the unit at all.
Yeah,
they actually put Shove on her and then did the Byleth ring.
Okay, so support dancer-esque sort of role. That's interesting.
Exactly the role we all called for Chosen Legion. This unit.
Yep. Yeah, I definitely wasn't telling people to swap out her B for Heavenly Sword, I think, and just make her a melee frontline, or not melee nuke, like all the other melee flyers that we have right now.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I guess melee nuking isn't exactly her role, which probably explains why you didn't see too much Chosen Legions in something like Summer's Duels. That and also the 3 rows 3 columns can be a bit tricky, but it's not too hard to align it. But the problem is in SD, it has to be at the start of turn, I believe, and oftentimes opponents could just either play around that or prepare for that, and you can't aggressively get rid of the ice as opposed to say Winter Ivy or applying your own ice or even Elise or something like that. So yeah,
it's just interesting because normally those two are coded very similarly, and normally if you're good at one, then you're good at the other. And this is one of the first instances I can remember in the recent past that this has been the opposite, where good on defense and not so much elsewhere.
Right. I never thought I'd see Chosen Legion doing that well on defense, but yeah, I guess thinking about it, it works really, really well. And then, of course, obviously in Arena, well, that's her role, main role. So yeah, definitely worth it there. But yeah, overall, I think this, besides Alm, who was designed really kind of strangely compared to his Brave version, this is as we expected. Legiarn's super, super cool. Now that she's divorced with Fjorm, she can finally shine, which is really, really nice.
She looks so much better too. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she looks really good. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention this, but when we were talking about Micaiah, but one thing that we also need to keep that is also to Micaiah's benefit is her button being able to dance Tellius units. And one of the biggest beneficiaries to that is actually spraying Rearmed Soth. These two are actually like really good together. And it might not seem that way at first because there's the overlap in feud, right? Because Soth has Omni feud, and Brave Harmonic Micaiah is generally known as a feud support. But just due to, her warping, her sabotage and whatnot, and her button being able to dance Soth up so that he can continue the steamroll, it actually made her like really good on those Soth type teams. And so, is this Tellius time to shine?
I mean, Tellius has been pretty solid for like the past couple of years. Like we typically get like, I'd say like 2 to 3 meta warping units, or like not meta warping, like maybe meta dominant units. Like last year we had like BK, right? That was like really good. So I think it's, we don't get like the most banners, but we get consistently good units. They're typically the same characters every time, but that's fine.
And I mean, there's only been one bad Ike, which I mean, Baby Ike did that one not too well. But that's always, every time they put one of those out, it's generally pretty good.
I mean, it's the same thing. So like they've had a lot of practice.
Yeah.
Was Valentine's
Ike,
Ike
that
good?
didn't do well? What's that?
Was Valentine's Ike good on release, or I wasn't there at the time, so I actually don't know.
He was fine. He was just like a high scoring like arena bot, essentially.
I see.
Because there's all armors. That's all armors did back then. You know what I mean?
Was it Desert Ike they missed on?
Desert Ike was good. He wasn't like crazy like warping, like meta warping, but he was solid.
Yeah, I've seen Johanna Ike, I think it was, like do pretty well. I mean, it wasn't like meta or anything, but people could use him effectively. Like you can make it work.
Yeah, I got to rank 1 a couple times with him.
But yeah, obviously it kind of pales in comparison to the true protagonist of Radiant Dawn. That's right, it's Micaiah. All right, Micaiah deserves all the love. We need more Micaiah love in the chat.
The character who got replaced at the end of the game and doesn't have any more voice lines. Yep, totally the main character.
I don't remember that. I just remember blacking out after Tellius went to the library somehow.
You're right. Yeah, totally.
That's the better version of Radiant Dawn. Anyways, yeah, that's well, I mean, it was a 3-unit banner, so yeah, that's pretty much all for that banner. And then, of course, next up we have the first, apparently only this year, we'll talk about that later, a summer banner featuring Baldur, Hother, Alphonse, and, of course, Sharena. Summer Sharena, which I believe you've wanted for so long, Joel, and surely you have her at +10 right now, right?
Oh my gosh.
Oh Lord.
Tatachi shaming.
I don't have those kind of orbs. I mean, it's yeah. I know what I got one of these. I was very, very happy with getting one. And you know what? She falls in line with most Sharenas. Most Sharenas, they aren't meta shattering, but they're very good, and they have a nice niche of refreshing and doing decent damage, and so they stay good for a long time. I can't really argue about their treatment of Sharena. I've seen much, much worse, and I'm a fan of this unit. I think this unit's a lot of fun.
She's doing real well. I was really surprised to see her like in SD, like just doing stuff. I'm like, oh, like who knew once Gale Force got good in SD, all of a sudden Sharena would just pop off.
Yeah, right.
Well, she hits unexpectedly hard.
Yes, like. Oh my gosh, I couldn't kill Sharena with my Fallen Male Byleth, and then Sharena just like one-tapped me. It was like actually crazy. Sharena is surprisingly very, very strong. Yeah, for like a supposed Gale Force support.
I did want the surfboard like that. I'm just slightly disappointed with that, but you know what? The stick o-meat isn't bad either.
I do love the weapons. They're really fun. Yeah.
They are.
But yeah, I wasn't expecting Sharena to do anything, essentially, in Summer's duels, because historically, like, Gale Force is really bad, right? Like, you want to retreat all the way back, so you're you don't get just one-shotted by the enemy team after you go in. But with the rise in tankiness, thanks to Roy Ring and Rise Above, we're starting to see the spillover effects here where actually, no, you do want to stay into the enemy range and, have another action to continue the steamroll. You can survive, don't worry. And so, yeah, in that sort of scenario, Sharena just literally became the star of this banner due to that, which is kind of crazy, but you love to see it, right?
Taker Burst is a fantastic.
She also
B
released
skill.
the Taker Burst skill, which is proven to be really, really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Taker Burst. I mean, again, with like the stat stacking, with Rise Above and stuff, like we're actually going to be in a great talent meta. Like I think we already are in a great talent meta. So
we pretty much are, and like the thing is it has only like more room to grow. Essentially, we've seen before. I think it was with Attuned Alma, and a few other units where they have true damage and stat or like flat DR based off great talent. And so once we start to see more of that implemented into the game, we're really going to be in a great talent meta. Like once that becomes available on a skill, oh my gosh, units are going to get crazy.
What are they going to do with the stats though? Because we're capping out almost every stat in some cases.
I don't know. Like they have the option. They have two options essentially. They have the option of changing it so stats go past 100 and making it visible. But they have three options. Second option is stats go past 99. They don't show it, and it's very, very bad, and everyone gets mad. Or third option, they just don't do anything. It just stays at 99 forever, which I kind of doubt will happen, just because like we're getting there. Like we're getting there now. We're getting there pretty consistently. So like a year from now, we're gonna be there all the time, essentially. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's really easy to have the attack stat be at 99, like even speed stats or full-on defensive stats at 99. Like, if like we continue getting like more skills and more supports for like great talent or stat stacking, like we could literally have like a unit enter one combat and potentially just have 99 in all stats now. Like that's sort of like the scenario that could happen, which is crazy to think about because like a year ago or something, we never thought that would like happen to this extent.
Yeah, imagine year one players seeing that, every stat being 99.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like they would think it was such a meme.
Right.
Like, what you're kidding me. Is this the Faye meme again?
Right. The April Fool's Faye video. Yeah. Nope, everyone just has $99 stats. Oh my gosh. We're gonna get the second HP bar too. Like it's gonna be nuts.
Have another 99 HP health bar for Arden specifically.
Oh my gosh.
That's the next alt.
Is that really?
Arden. Yeah.
Is that really what the 8 hour the 8 hour maintenance is? They're implementing a second HP bar and they need to fit it in.
Oh man,
maybe.
When I saw that, I got nervous. I'm not gonna lie. Like, very quick sidetrack, but they end of service. Well, gotcha. As I was playing Final Fantasy Ever Crisis. What they did is they did a surprise maintenance out of nowhere for 8 hours, and then they end of service right immediately after. But I saw that on Fate, and I was like, oh god, like it scared me. I was like, oh no, they wouldn't do that, right? There's no way.
I don't think they would do that. Like at the very least, I expect like 2 more years. Like Faye is still making a profit, I believe. Just
yeah.
Hopefully,
I mean, they're making they're making pretty much consistently 2 million.
Yeah.
Right. And that's like at minimum. And so, yeah, I expect for a game like Faye, which, doesn't require 3D models, doesn't require, to make huge worlds or anything like that, to be relatively well served with $24 million a year.
Right. I think so. It's July. Have we ever had like a Faye channel in July? Typically, it's like the beginning of August and then the middle of August, right? Like we'll get 2 there. Like, what if they? And then Fortune's Weave doesn't come out until September.
Yeah.
There's no way. Like that would be crazy if they're like, here's the maintenance, and then we're bringing in Fortune's Weave already. Like,
I mean, I expect this is just like a preparatory maintenance for August or potentially September. Like just do it early, get it there, and then you can like let it settle instead of just like doing it right on September or something and then potentially have bugs or something like that. And so I think they're just getting ahead of the game. Ahead of the curve, yeah.
Do you think that's because like they're introducing some new mechanic or a new game mode, like something? Because typically we don't get 8-hour maintenance, right? Like we haven't had 8-hour maintenance in a very long time. We'll get like a 4-hour maintenance or like a 5-hour maintenance at the most, but like
I mean,
8-hour maintenance.
I think we might get a new mode, whether it is like an event mode or like an SD mode or like not SD mode, but like mainstay mode.
Right.
That I'm not sure of, essentially.
I spent 2 years straight. Every time there was something coming up, it's a new mode. They have this for years. I was wrong every time, so I can't guess that now. That's
right.
Yeah, my hope has been lost.
I mean, it could even be just quality of life. Like they gave us the new damage calculation, right? We can actually see the damage for every attack now, which is so nice. So maybe they're like planning to implement more of that kind of stuff, and that kind of takes more of like a big system override than we would imagine. That'd be cool. I'd be really, if they like, hey, here's 8-hour maintenance, here's a bunch of quality of life you guys have been asking for, I'd be ecstatic.
Yeah, I mean, that is a possibility. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll know exactly the rationale for this maintenance until, something happens like afterwards.
And
we might not
like
know
Satashi's theory that it's actually to prep a Summoner Duels queue.
Why would you say that? What would that even be?
What Summoner Duels queue even is? Yeah.
Okay, Summoner Duels queue. You get 1 life and you keep playing like until you die, and like that's for your entire account. So like it's just an elimination match until everyone's gone,
and then they restart it. But not until then. They make everyone play.
Then they rank you on Twitter to shame you. Like you only got ranked 10,000, really?
Dang. That's
think
taking
10,000
gotcha
people will
flexing.
play.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. Nothing else to do but to wait potentially like a month or two afterwards. But hopefully it'll be something good, like quality of life or a new mainstay mode or something like that. But yeah. Circling back to the summer banner, we did have Baldur and Hother, and I guess Valley with Baldur. Hother brought the umbrella gun to Faye, which I'm sure is fun for a lot of builds. And other than that, though, I haven't seen a lot of Hother. Have you seen any Hothers in the wild, like summer Hothers?
Just on defense. I've seen a couple.
Oh, really? I haven't seen any.
Yeah. Like, she's fine.
I was kind of surprised about that.
Yeah. The problem is she just takes up a slot on your team, right? And you'd rather take up a mythic slot any day. Like
right.
Mythic slots are like cheap. You're like, yeah, I can get good mythic. Awesome. Let me put them in there. Like a natural team slot, you're like, never. Like you gotta be the best of the best. Or you gotta be like me and be lazy and just not want to swap it. But, either way.
Yeah. This Hother is basically for those that don't have the mythic versions of Baldur and Hother, essentially, or like don't have the orbs to do that and just decide to get this one unit for their defenses. Which, in retrospect, maybe I should have summoned for this Hother because I don't have mythic Hother or mythic Baldur.
I don't know how. Yeah, how do you not? That's crazy.
I just, I never felt the desire to summon for them, essentially. I'm always like, I'll roll the dice on defense. Surely, like this time, I'll get a perfect defense.
That's a big roll without Hother or Baldur.
Yeah, unfortunately, Heimdallr apparently is not enough to protect my defense. Unfortunately, it's because of the stupid safety fence. It's actually
that's why they put Baldur and Hother in.
Yeah. But yeah.
I saw so many differing opinions on this unit. Like there was a brawl between two folks I know over whether this unit was good or not. The arguments for this unit being good are you may just go without mythics at all. And I mean, with the stat stacking the way it is, does that really hurt you any?
Right. And to some extent, I kind of agree because I also run Heimdallr on Dark Season defense. mainly because all of my dark mythics suck. And so I need like some sort of like protection. But like, it's not, without mythics, you're like at risk of like the minus 100, which, you know, who cares? Like any loss is a loss. But like, that means if like you ever encounter someone who like sack plays 3 units and like manages to beat that defense, but loses 3 units, then instead of just being -0, it's -40, right? So there's that sort of risk there.
Well, you can immediately separate the whales to the free-to-play players right there, because if you're a whale and you have merged up mythics, or even if you're free-to-play, because at this point in the game, you can definitely be free-to-play and have merged up mythics. If you have merged up mythics, you can take that 100-point loss and you can still stay in tier 39 pretty easily. So it becomes kind of an all-or-nothing thing.
Yeah, I don't think whales are looking to just stay in tier 39, though. I'm sure they're going for rank 1, right?
Well, that's the point. It's rank 1 or nothing.
Right.
And you're not going to drop out of tier 39, so there's really no penalty. And if you lose, then that's it. So
yeah, I guess, yeah. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, like, it's mainly a preference thing, whether you like this Hother and like the other Hother / Balder. And also, like, of course, depending on where you spend your resources. Or if you just want the umbrella gun to give to your units, you know? So, yeah.
It's a pretty cool weapon.
It is really cool, yeah.
The thing that screwed with me was she was on the wrong side of the screen.
Oh, really?
So, well, anytime they do the battles, like, I can't remember in recent history. I'm sure it's happened before. Anytime they do the battles, they always have the unit they're focusing on the left. And since she was purely a defense unit, they put her on the right.
Oh.
It killed me. I'm like, she's the wrong way.
I didn't even notice.
I didn't even notice that, yeah.
So stupid things that twist me around.
Yeah. That's funny, though. That's funny. What about Balder? I haven't seen, like, when New Year's Balder came out, she was immediately like a menace.
Oh.
But this Balder
Sucks.
dang.
I'll say
I was going to say
sucks.
she sucks, but, you know, kind of
She's
disappointing.
she's fine. Like, she's not like a terrible unit, but she's not like a oh man. Like, if I see someone playing this Balder, I'm like, cool. Like, I'll probably win. Like, that's how I feel. You know what I mean? Like, just. He doesn't work like Duo Balder does, right? Mm-hmm. He's closer to like Brave Balder, and then even then, she's not like, I don't know. Like, she just feels not great, in my opinion.
Have you run into her on defense? Sorry, not defense, in arena.
In arena.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just killed her.
She's interesting there. As long as if she has the right support, she can be kind of strong there. But that's actually the only place I've seen her is in arena, and that's it.
I just killed her with Felix.
Yeah, I don't think she's like that defensively tanky, right? So, like, compared to New Year's Balder, I feel like she would be a lot easier to deal with. I know, like, when I'm facing New Year's Balder versus like Summer Balder, I'm like, oh, Summer Balder, that's easy peasy. I could just take her out with one of my nukes. New Year's Balder, even now, I still am, you know, kind of afraid that I might not have like the units to take her out. And so, honestly, it's interesting.
I wonder if she's one of the few units that Legendary Guinevere counters.
Maybe. That's the secret to her
the effective
refine.
against magic, against homes, and that's it.
Maybe that's why. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. New Year's Balder, I think, is still the better version. Honestly.
Oh yeah.
Way better.
Like, New Year's Balder is just literally used more than this Summer Balder. Honestly, like, even the miracle stuff, it doesn't have the same sort of like reduces the damage to 0 after the miracle procs that like Valley has, and so she does not have the survivability as Valley, which you would expect sort of like a Valley ult to potentially have if you want to make that more of a tanky role, because I believe she is like a ranged. Is it flyer or horse? It's been a while since I've seen a boulder.
Which one? The new
Flyer.
boulder?
Flyer,
Flyer.
right? Yeah. So yeah, like we were initially scared that she would be like another Valley, but without the reduced damage to 0 affecting the miracle, it just did not happen. And so, I mean, I guess there is the miracle support, but that is becoming less and less relevant when, we have Roy Ring. You could just slap on a unit to have the miracle. So yeah, I guess she just doesn't really have a place besides, I guess, potentially Arena.
I think, well, yeah, like we've been saying, she's not incredible in Arena, but that is the only place I've seen her used. So there is a use case there. I think she was supposed to be the second coming of Freya from an Arena standpoint, and she's not.
No.
Like, it's,
No.
I'm pretty sure
I'm
Freya
glad
is
about.
literally used more than this this summer boulder.
I know in Arena she is. Freya is still a very, very good Arena unit.
Yeah. Oh,
this is one of the few cases where I'm happy that they chickened out, because it looks like they did. I did not want another Valley. Like, we have two of those. I didn't need that kind of energy in Arena. That would have been just painful.
Definitely agree.
Do we see Valleys in Arena or no? Probably because she doesn't score well,
No.
right? Yeah.
Thank
Right,
God.
yeah.
Yeah. If we had a
That would
Valley that
be-
scored well, that would be like a terror.
Oh.
Actually, Arena unplayable.
I guess you'd need a +10 Valley. Well, no. You could have a +0 Valley and a +10 chosen hero,
Right.
and then you could have Valley in Arena.
That's how we do it. I see.
Please delete that from this episode. I don't know why you even put that into cut that.
You're the one who said it, Joel. You can't. It's out there now.
I regret.
Sorry.
It came out of my mouth and I wanted it back immediately.
Well, you all know who to blame if you see Valleys in your Arena run.
God.
Everyone point the finger at Joel. It's his fault.
Please do not do that. There's enough people already doing terrible things. You don't need to do that as well.
Yeah, I think that's everything for the summer banner. We're totally not missing anyone, I think. I mean, is there anything noteworthy about Alphonse?
He exists. He has a visor.
That is true. He does have a visor.
We have another.
I think we should recognize that they've actually been doing good with the demotes. Like,
They
if you
have.
put this unit on the scale of demotes, then
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah.
this is a good unit. Like, I think this is a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
We got our Gallop bot.
Yeah. Another Gallop bot. But it's a worse Gallop bot because you can't run Hexblade Sword on Summer Alphonse, which means you can't pass terrain bypass as well. So it's actually another downgrade, just like Baldur, SMH.
Dang.
It's honestly kind of funny how Hexblade Sword became like the meta for the Gallop bots because they literally just exist to give Gallop and nothing else. But yeah. Anyway, speaking of someone who literally exists to just give someone else something, it is Jörmungandr, who just exists to give Iron Fighter out to people.
Very true.
I mean, I guess we could start with Jörmungandr as like a unit. I'll be real, not that difficult to crack, honestly, considering that she has Iron Fighter, which is like, one of the craziest skills for armors we've had in a while. But I guess that just goes to show that like not every armor unit will be able to make good use of this skill.
I've seen
I
her
don't
do okay
understand.
sometimes. I don't know. Like, it's really weird.
Well, it's all about the stat check, right? I mean,
Mhm.
if she wins her
Right.
stat checks, then she actually does pretty good. But
Right.
it's not hard to win. It's not hard to beat her on the stat checks, which is the issue.
Right. Yeah. Like, Jörmungandr, I it's super weird because, like, I think on paper, she has, like, the armor stats, right? She has the high defenses that you would need for Iron Fighter. But it turns out like in practice, not having Rise Above really hurts her. Not having like any sort of like great talent stuff really hurts her. Although I think like you can sort of like mitigate that with like the special Armored Flare, I believe, which I think she comes with. But regardless, like, and of course, like there's all like the debuffs and sabotage and whatnot that can like make her stats go even lower to be able to like, for her to be out defensed. And so I feel like, yeah, there's just a lot of ways to work around Jörmungandr compared to like potentially other armor options that you can give Iron Fighter to.
Have people started replacing her A skill? Have you seen that at all?
No. I have not, but it wouldn't surprise me, honestly.
I'm reading it right here, and it's not irreplaceable. Like, Relax was laughably mediocre, especially for what it is. I mean, it's got no penalties, and that's kind of nice.
The bonus itself is very good either.
Oh no, sorry, I meant the bonus. Yeah. I was looking at the brackets.
Yeah,
it's Relax, and it gives Relax, which is all kinds of confusing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was pretty underwhelmed with it, like when I first saw it, and I still don't think it's great. I mean, like you get, it's almost the same as Rise. I guess it's better than Rise Above, or it's very, yeah, it's better than Rise Above. But what would you replace it with? Yeah, it's probably just better. You probably keep it, right? Because like you're getting the same amount of stats, or a little bit less HP, I guess. But you get a Beast Transformation, you get the Relax and the MB. Relax gives more stats, it gives healing, and then you get a special cooldown. Like it's technically better, but it just doesn't like scream like crazy OP, like, you know what I mean, like
right.
Preference skill.
Mm-hmm.
I think we were all expecting Neith Hogre take 2.
Yeah.
But
at least
it's
I
okay. I mean, she's an offense mythic, so personally, I don't think I'll ever see her really. Like, I feel like offense mythics are so, especially new ones, because you have to invest so heavily into them to actually use them. Right. I don't see them very often, and then like even when I do, they're like have no HP because they're offense mythics, so like they die. So I'm not really, I don't know, I'm not too worried about it.
It's sort of similar to like Tiki, except with Tiki you can like avoid Loki and whatnot. This, I don't think it gives like any support to help the current anima mythics that we have.
The only real unique thing about this unit is that she's giving your other units Iron Fighter.
Yep. Yeah, we have our Iron Fighter fodder units here, essentially. I'm pretty sure I said that literal exact thing or something along those lines in my initial reaction. Like, forget about Jörmungandr, just like give Iron Fighter to, I don't know, Fomortis or something like that.
Exactly who it's going to.
Common consensus. Mm-hmm. Even PM1 in his title, like, basically said this unit put him to sleep. I mean, that's that's bad.
Dang. I'm curious. Did you give Iron Fighter to Fomortis yet, Oblivion?
No, I've been so busy I haven't had a chance to do it. I've like been trying to figure out the inheritance chain to get everything. I'm also trying to get Joshua's inheritance chain going, and it's like 9 units. I'm just like, why is this so complicated? Maximize fodder.
Do you have the Charlie Day murder board up yet?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I think I figured it out. The problem is Sharena has Swift Spectre, but I can only go to melee units. So I have to send her through a melee unit to give out all the fodder. Then I can give the fodder out other ways. So it's like it's a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
I mean, I will give credit to IS for like making Wary Fighter the prerequisite for Iron Fighter, because they could have totally just make Iron Fighter 1, 2, 3, 4. But yeah, Wary Fighter is super cheat, so that obviously would make the chain a lot easier. You could probably do like Armored Flare, Iron Fighter, and then if you have DRFR save 3, then also the Briar save as well.
Yeah, it's really nice.
What would you say the best users of Iron Fighter are? I
think FOMO is like number 1 probably, right? Like by a large margin.
Absolutely.
Like,
I I don't think they've changed much. Like DTM, I think even you, like you said in your initial reaction, you were, what was it, Ecthenir, Ecthenir, FOMO. There were 2 other on the list. But high defense units that don't have a lot of speed. And
Right.
I mean, they're great for that. Oh no, we were talking about when we were summoning. That's right.
Oh,
Was it
What?
Black Knight?
But anyway, yeah. Alfred is the
Alfred,
interesting
yes,
one.
Alfred.
I've heard him a couple of times, and I do think that's an interesting use case for that unit. But he's kind of the exception for the speedy units. But yeah, I mean, there aren't that many units I think that really benefit, but I think it is such a neat skill, and it helps a small segment of the armor population that it's kind of fun.
Yeah. Like when I was initially looking at the skill, I thought it would be like the armor skill for at least the defensively minded armor units. But the defense check actually makes it so that you really, really want like super high defense. And that surprisingly like narrows down the range of armors that could make effective use of this. And like you're saying, speed armors probably don't want this. They probably would rather like have more like speed support with frozen or whatnot, so that they don't get doubled in the first place. And if you don't get doubled in the first place, then reducing the follow-up damage to 1 doesn't really do anything, right? So yeah. It is also interesting too, like when I was initially reacting to this, I thought how Iron Fighter worked was that the 3 range styles of like Fallen Male Byleth and Celica would be part of the first condition, i.e. it would just happen all the time and not something that would just happen once per turn, essentially. But I don't know why I misread that, because it falls into the second condition where like unit space to foe space is less than or equal to 3. And for whatever reason, I thought that space count included the enemy space or like or your space, when in all other scenarios where Faye has counted spaces, it doesn't include that initial space. So I don't know why I thought it was inclusive all of a sudden, but I don't know. Maybe that was just me on delirium.
It
did
made more
too.
sense.
I did
the
too.
number of units that it counters otherwise is
Very
much
minuscule.
smaller.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because like then it's only literally Lin Ring or Elise, essentially. Or Alm.
Or Alm.
Or all.
This condition is specifically against Alm. There's like some
They just
anti-Alm dev or something.
Yeah, it's the Celica dev. I hate him.
They're like the one anti-Alm X Celica dev on the team.
They have to be, man. They took all of his abilities from Brave Alm and they gave it to Braver Celica. Like literally. Like she even has Sense Scale style. Like it's crazy.
That's true, yeah. Oh man. Well, I guess we know who the true protagonist of Echoes was.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah. Everyone, hopefully have fun putting Iron Fighter on your favorite tanks. Obviously, Famortis, Icthenir, Alfred are probably the best users. But yeah, speaking of Icthenir, I guess this is IS's way of celebrating sports and the World Cup and stuff like that, because we have a new banner theme, which is the Sports Festival theme. I know in English they translated it to like cheer leaders, but
Yeah.
it's not actually like a cheer banner. It's more of like a sports festival thing you see in like anime or something like that. So I wonder why they changed that, because I'm pretty sure like we know what a sports festival is, right? Like just your average Fae player would know what a sports festival is.
They make all kinds of questionable choices. I have no idea.
That is true, yeah.
And to that point, on the range of questionable decisions, I think I'll take this one. Like compared to the other stuff they've done, if this is
Right.
I mean, I was worried when I saw cheer banner, because I was like, oh god, what is this gonna be? And they actually did a good job. It wasn't outlandishly fan servicey.
Yeah, I love the designs that they had for this banner, right? Like, okay, well, maybe not for Ike because I was expecting Radiant Dawn Ike just based on the silhouette and the Twitter description of like working out. So I thought we'd get like the buff Ike.
Right, because that makes sense.
But I guess this is the Ike in school or something. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. We have no seasonal Ike alts. Radiant Dawn Ike alts. Not a single one.
Wait, really? That's actually crazy.
There's not a single Radiant Dawn season.
Wow. Okay, I actually did not know that. Dang, they must
I don't know why.
Radiance more or
they
something.
They do. I don't get it.
But yeah, outside of Ike, like Ichthenier looks cool. Tharja, I actually really love the art with like the twin tails and the shading. Sensha always never misses. And I really love like the baton. Like I'm a really big band geek, so marching band stuff it always like brings me joy. And then like this new Byleth with Corrin as the backpack. I'm almost kind of mad at it because Corrin looks so good to be in the background. Like honestly, like oh my goodness, I really love that outfit a lot. So yeah, honestly, I was like kind of bummed that we quote unquote got rid of the second summer banner because I do like the summer banners, but honestly, they did a really good job here that I'm pretty pleased with what they did.
I mean, we all know why Byleth had to be in the front, right? Like, IS like, we got to keep targeting Satachi, so they had to put Byleth in the front. There was no choice. But yeah, I'm like indifferent. I think it's cool that we're getting different seasonal options, like instead of just like summer and stuff. I'm just like wondering, like, is this like just a way to print more popular characters, right? Like, let's do I don't know. I would say pirates, but they did pirates before. I just think about pirates every time I think about seasonals. Right. Let's do the magical girl banner now, so that we could print, Camilla again, right? But I don't know if that's the option. And I mean, the workout idea is cool. I just really wish they were different characters, because like every one of these characters we've gotten in the past year. You know what I mean? And they're exactly the same as they're not exactly the same, but they're very, very close to what they were before, right? Like there's not much of a difference. That's my only big gripe. We could have had like some really cool, like we could have had like Balthus or something, or like some of the other characters who are really known for working out that we don't have also. That would have been great.
Yeah. Honestly, that is, I do agree to a certain extent. But if this is a way we can get like an actual quote unquote summer Lucina, then I'll be totally fine with this. So.
DTM, when was the last Lucina DTM? I just want to make sure we.
So I believe it was like the Ninja banner, right?
Oh my gosh. You forgot about
for whatever reason, they didn't include Lucina in the Froxy banner, even though it's literally an Awakening banner.
Oh my god!
And then they skipped out on Lucina emblem for Roy emblem. It's just like, oh my god.
We got 2 Roy emblems. Is that correct?
Yep, 2 Roy emblems. Okay. They had to make a second one because the first one really sucked. So Yeah.
You heard it here first.
But yeah, I believe you summoned for Ike, right? Were you able to do any testing on him? Is he just like Brave Harmonic Ike, or is there?
Yeah, he is. He's literally. I think the difference is Bulwark, 50% DR piercing instead of 100%, and then the summer or the whatever sports version has like the Great Talent Drive. The Great Talent Drive is really good. I have to admit, like the amount of stats you get is really nice, and the range is ridiculous. Like I think that was like one of the big problems that Brave Alphonse had when he introduced this, was like his range on it wasn't great. But 3x3 is like massive. Like that's a giant range, and you stack it really, really fast. You're getting +2 every turn, and then every +4 every turn you attack. No special proc, nothing like that, just attack. You know what I mean? Which, you'll hit cap in no time, which is crazy.
Yeah, that was one of the things that like was striking to me when I was reading his kit, is that you can ramp up that Great Talent really, really fast. Most Great Talent ramping, you need to proc the special, but not with Ike. And so, yeah, I think if this Ike were to be better than Brave Harmonic Ike, it would be through that Great Talent support. That being said, I do think Hardy Bearing just eats this Ike for breakfast like the previous Ike. So, yeah.
Don't know why they're so attached to that gimmick now, but somehow it has become his gimmick.
It wouldn't be so bad if Patience wasn't so popular. Because Patience is so popular, then you just almost have to have Hardy Bearing to go after anything. Like it's not that Patience makes the unit invincible, but it makes it a lot easier to deal with them if you've got Hardy Bearing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's similar to like, super something becomes super powerful, but there's like a very easily accessible quote unquote counter to that, so everyone just uses that counter, right? So yeah, because Hardy Bearing is literally free, you can put it on a seal to any unit. Like, it makes like Ike's effect essentially not desirable as a main gimmick or the thing he's known for.
Right. We've also just got a lot more Hardy Bearing just like on units and also drives now.
Right.
With like Alfred, Thor, and then there's one more I can't think of who also has it. So like Hardy Bearing has
Jörmungandr.
That's why. It's become way more popular, so it's not too surprising to see it.
Yeah, makes sense. What about Tharja? I believe this Tharja is very similar to Attuned Tharja, except she is infantry, which, I mean, we've talked about how flyers have gotten a lot of skills. And so normally you want to be a flyer, but I think in this instance, if you want to make this Tharja specifically into a magic save, her being infantry is actually huge because you can run like pair up and stuff like that, which definitely increases her tankiness. I assume none of you have summoned for Tharja or anything like that.
No, I just got Ike and dipped out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I hear what you're saying, and I think you're right for that specific use case. You're absolutely right. But the inheritables for flyers make them so versatile. And so that's the only thing I think she misses out on, having more use cases than just the magic save thing. But I mean, for that, I think she's great with Ecthenir. Have you guys seen that a lot in SD at all?
No, I haven't seen her yet.
Well, I think she just released, so I haven't exactly seen her in favor battles or anything like that. I think people are still trying to like test out their teams and experiment. I do expect to see like Ecthenir balls again, because we're no longer in erosion season, so using a save is no longer a liability in this case. But it's honestly going to be hard to tell because, again, we just had 1 month of erosion, so we don't exactly know where these tanks lie. At least these save tanks lie when it comes to the nukes we have. But if like the past month rise in takiness is any indication, I do think it'll just work out really, really well.
Yeah, I'm excited to actually get a new save. It was kind of disheartening that all my new save toys were turned off by erosion immediately. Like, obviously, we'll talk about it a little bit, but like, erosion was not the number one captain skill by any means in the past SD season. But going into it, I expected it to be, so I just kind of lost like all hope for my saves.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like, because erosion existed, people just by default did not use saves, and because no one used saves, erosion just did nothing if there was no saves.
Right.
So.
It's the ruse for Bridal Catria thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it just turned out that way, which is interesting how like that sort of, I guess, guessing game or like meta prediction stuff happens.
Right.
But I think Dor talked a bit about Tharja and like her being like the option to go to for Ecthenir. Again, we'll have to see if like the flyer skills that Tharja could have, that Attuned Tharja could have, makes it so that, it's a bit more hesitant to fully switch to Sports Festival Tharja. But that is something that I'm looking forward to.
I think you're right for Icthonier balls. I think that's going to be absolutely something that you use this Tharja on. But we were even talking about like the Astromythic tier list and how Plumeria is high, not because she uses anything that she has, but because there are so many good inheritables for particularly red tome flyers that pushes her up the tier list, which is crazy. But that's good times, right?
Yeah, it's a good time to be a flyer.
Yeah.
What about Byleth? I think Byleth is definitely the star of this banner, let's just say, or everyone's nemesis on this banner, let's just say. The great talent stacking you can do on this Byleth is actually really insane. Like, one combat and you get like 17 stats. Like, that's pretty crazy.
I mean, they kind of just look like everything from every Byleth and just combined it into one Byleth, right? So like, it's kind of insane. And they kind of helped to fix the problem with female Byleths where they were like doing this, speed pre-up vantage stuff. But the problem was like, if you got outsped, you just died, right? Like that was just it. Like, you now they kind of have enough bulk where they won't die immediately, even if they don't get the advantage. And they also have enough firepower they can actually kill things, and they have 3 range styles. So they have like threat range. So they kind of just have everything at this point. Like you're missing, I don't know, there's probably like 1 effect or 2 effects you're missing, but they're not like super pivotal.
Right.
Well, like Vantage on this unit is more of a feature. It's not the main show.
Right.
And
exactly.
That's what makes it intriguing.
Exactly. And it's really good if you're trying to play into that new SD playstyle, right? Where you're having the 1 unit go in. Because you can essentially have her use Vantage as a shield. They can't even really attack into you because they have to get past Vantage first. And if they can't, then you get your next combat, right? So I'm scared to see what she looks like in the SDS, but at least she wasn't in this season, right? I think if she was in this season, maybe she would have pushed Soth out of that top 1 spot.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, the thing that made Soth good was the tankiness, right? Because it was definitely not the range or the nuking. I do think this Byleth can ramp up enough stats to like match up, at least stat-wise, with Soth. But the thing is, what made Soth really, really good was him having Omni Feud. And I don't think you can get that on Byleth. So it runs into So it runs into like a similar problem with Fallen Male Byleth in that you have to bring a feud support, and feud supports Micaiah, Veronica are really good, but you can literally just end turn and it will be cleansed, or the enemy could just have a cleanser and get rid of the feud support. So it's not as consistent as just having the Omni Feud built in, and so I don't know though, because obviously she wasn't there last SDR.
Right.
Maybe her range, which is one of the things Soth teams were lacking in, would push it over the edge to the point where people would use this Byleth as opposed to Soth, but who knows, right?
Yeah, it's difficult to say. Because I mean, like, obviously the meta has shifted quite a bit since Brave Byleth like being like really dominant at the end of last year, a little bit at the beginning of this year. But we essentially have a better Brave Byleth, and we've taken away the major weakness Brave Byleth had, which was the leash, right? The leash was the number one thing really screwing Brave Byleth over. You would be playing SD, and so many times you'd have this great kill, and then Byleth would just be out of 3 space range, and you're like, well, if I do this, either Byleth dies or I just can't get the kill, right? So like, I think
I've experienced that so many times.
Obviously, this unit fixes that, and then she also gets Vantage on top of it, and great talent, and more firepower. So, like, I think there's a good chance she ends up just being pretty dominant in the meta, but we'll have to see. Like, because, like you said, Feud is so good right now.
Yeah,
it's just a ridiculous skill.
I also think she's going to have a long shelf life. I mean, we've seen even when Brave Byleth wasn't meta, I still think he's stuck around, and I still see him.
Oh yeah.
Like he has a lot of utility, and I think this is going to crank that up a notch. So I actually do think if you're using Brave Byleth, this is an upgrade that you look at and say, well, that's definitely something that I could have that would make my life easier.
Oh yeah, this free range style is really, really good in my opinion. Yeah. Like it's definitely like a long-term power thing to have on your character.
Especially on melee units, it just flips so many things on its head.
Yeah, like this Byleth is definitely an upgrade to the previous Brave male Byleth. Fallen male Byleth has some interesting things compared to this Sports Festival Byleth. Like the Fallen one has shared spoil, so you can just Gale Force, but this one is melee, so you can just run Edelgard Ring theoretically. So it's kind of an interesting pros and cons, I guess, is the best way to put it, of this Byleth versus Fallen Male Byleth.
Well, this one has Professor's Guidance, which gives you the extra SP, so this one's superior.
Yes, right.
Actually, it's Professor's Guidance skill. Thank you very much. It's different. It's very different.
Yes.
I cannot believe they I was expecting them to do like true Professor's Guidance, but no, they had to go with the skill name.
Do you think this Byleth like pushes any meta envelope in like any mode or anything like that? Or do you think she'll just be like a super strong but slot in to the current meta type unit?
Yeah, I think she's just like what we're already, well, at least at SD, what we're already doing, what you're already seeing. I think she just sits right into that slot really, really well, and it's going to be super annoying.
So essentially, I think what you're asking is this another Camilla situation? I don't think this is leaps and bounds over what we have right now. Although obviously I think she's really good, but I don't know this is a Camilla situation where it resets what melee units are going to be.
Right, I don't think so either.
Yeah, I expect her to be like meta. Like you'll definitely see her. But yeah, as you said, like we're not going to have a Camilla or like a Sakura or New Year's Baldur type situation where they just have like that big of a boundary pushing impact. I will say, I think most people are swapping out the kits, right? Like they're swapping out Swift Spectre for Rise Above. They're swapping out, okay, maybe not AS Tenet because Bulwark is actually kind of useful, but I have seen a lot of people swap that out for Instruct. For the for the B skill though, I've seen people like still sticking with Counter Duel. Now maybe that's because they don't have like AS Taker Burst or like any other skill, but Counter Duel's a pretty, it's an alright skill for Byleth.
It's solid.
I would say. Yeah,
I think it's pretty solid. Like it's essentially what we had last year, just better, right? So like that skill was decent as it was. So
yeah,
I don't think Taker Burst is better enough to replace it, although I do think it's better right now. My concern with especially Vantage units is Counter Disrupt.
Right.
I know we don't have a ton of that right now, but that I'm just so paranoid about that advantage.
I don't think this unit's best playstyle is Vantage, if I'm going to be completely honest. I think you literally just use them as like a 3-range style melee nuke, essentially, or like a tank, like just general tank.
I think it's just such a neat feature, though. I think it's something that you can really take advantage of. So I am trying not to summon for this unit because I'm trying to save, but I want this unit so bad. This unit looks so much fun.
Same. This unit looks so cool. Oh man, I can finally replace. Okay, thanks a lot because I've already replaced Brave Male Byleth with Celica, who's just miles beyond better. Don't at me, Satoshi. But
I mean, you're right.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's all the banners that we have so far. I think the only other new thing would be like the refines and remixes that have occurred since we last talked.
Right.
There were definitely some remixes and refines, I'll just say, but I think at least the ones that interested me were, I believe, like Limstella, Haether, I think I was really interested by, and also Joshua. The Joshua one is really interesting. It's like feud if you attack like in the cardinal direction, and like something else if you attack it diagonally, which I always thought was like a super cool effect. And yeah.
So I guess I'll talk about Joshua because that's what I care about. Me and my members chat have been talking about Joshua for like a year, literally, like thinking about how they could do him and stuff. They kind of did like the middle option for us, where they put like 2 really good effects, but they separated it by his diagonal playstyle thing.
Yes.
If those were combined, man, this unit would be a unit of all time. He'd be so strong. As it is, it's still good. Like, he's still definitely usable. He's not as strong as Soth, because Soth has, just a little bit more going for him, honestly.
Right.
But it's not bad, because you can essentially double dip into true damage in his weapon. So you can have the 20 flat true damage, or you can have, and then you can have the plus 20% on top of it, or you can have the Omni Feud. And as we've been talking about this entire podcast, Omni Feud's really, really good right now. So I think, unfortunately, like if they would have just given him like a bit more true damage in the base weapon effect, or maybe something like they just need to give a little bit more in the base weapon effect so it affected both forms. And I think he would have been in a better spot. I do think he is good though, just because like he has access to so many good skills, and I'm trying to build him right now. So he's gonna have Rise Above, AS Taker Burst, Instruct, Sly Echo, Comet. Yeah, I think that's correct. Yeah, then you should be able to put some work in there. Unfortunately, I almost messed up. I was trying to get I can never say this word right, so forgive me. Puissant Echo, is that it? The one from the chesses?
I think.
Yeah. So that's not available to range units, I found out. I almost sparked her, so I'm very glad I asked before I did that. So I would have been very mad. But yeah, you can't get the potent 100%, which kind of sucks. So like what that means is like you kind of want to get 100% potent from somewhere else. I think the best option is probably Micaiah, just because she's so good right now. But there are a few options, so I'll have to figure that out. But I do think the Refine's overall pretty solid. I'd give it like an A, like which is like a solid refine. It's not like a meta warping refine or anything like that. I think that's kind of the same with the other ones too, with Limstella. Limstella got a really cool refine. And Hathor's just like solid. Like they just kind of gave Hathor everything that she could have ever wanted.
Yeah,
I think you hit it on the head with Joshua. I just wish they would have given it all to him and skipped the whole cardinal versus diagonal. I think at that point you would have been talking about this unit being in the same conversation as Soth, because I think he could have performed similar roles. But as is, I mean, you can't tank when particularly when the opponent can choose which diagonal they'll have. So you're kind of shooting to nuke, which is not bad. Again, I think you nailed it. Like, this is a good refine, but it's just so close.
Yeah. I think they should like put like the secondary effect just into his base weapon, and then gave him like one additional small effect, like feud on one side, and like the other side is I can't think of anything, but something else, right? Like just like swapped it up a little bit. It's like you just like back in the day when he came out, true damage was such a cool effect to have, right? Like it was so unique. Now it's the baseline. So.
Yeah. It's kind of a shame that they tied the feud to the cardinal directions thing, because like as Joel said, you can't use it defensively in that case. I don't know if he would be as good as, or like in the same conversation, I guess, as Soth, because I don't think he has like any great talent stacking, or
no
anything.
Well,
like
his B slot, like as Taker Burst will get.
Yeah, you can do
not
that,
like
but
not a crazy amount.
Yeah, and he not exactly the highest defenses, to my knowledge.
No.
I think with Omni Feud alone, like you could have built around that. And again, same conversation, but Feud is so good right now.
It is.
Yeah.
It is the skill to have.
Yeah. I mean, Hobby Luca's already been using Joshua, and they put out a video. He was doing really well. Like he was doing some cool stuff. And he was using, like defensive Roy Ring to kind of keep yourself alive on the enemy phase, stuff like that. So I like the same as Seth, right? So,
yeah. I mean, Omni Feud was one of the reasons why Brave Harmonic Lyn was the best nuke for a while, because like offensively, you disable Lucina Ring, you disable Valley Miracle, etc., etc. And yeah, like Joshua can do the same thing offensively. You can just disable all the things that are making things really, really tanky right now and just cut through that and fight an honest 1v1 match. What did Limstella have again? It was like bolting,
The bolting
or
style?
right? Yeah.
Yeah, the bolting style, yeah. Which is really cool. I think that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And they also got like just like a solid amount of like stats and guaranteed follow-up attacks and like all the like the base stuff you want to see in a refine, they got. So.
Yep. And Essence Strain, even though Essence Strain's been like targeted for some reason.
They hate Nurgle. Oh my god, they hate Nurgle.
Yeah. They absolutely do.
They hate
I
Nurgle
have no idea
specifically, and no other
True.
unit apparently. Yeah.
Yep, just Nurgle.
Yeah.
I Haether's worth a little bit of a conversation. I guess
Yeah.
her refine was good, but her remix was just so bonkers that it didn't really matter what she got. Like it's
Right.
it is something else. I wish I had a +10 of this unit on my core, but I do not.
I was just about to ask you that because I couldn't remember or not. Mine's like +7. Like she's really close. I was like thinking like, is it worth like +10 here? I don't know. Maybe if I can get lucky. Because like she just like they like really knew what to give her and they gave it to her. Like it's not like one of those refines where you give a support unit like just like random damage, right? Like Aether kind of does everything. So the damage is nice, the support is amazing, and she works really well. And she got passed or not passed. She did get passed, right? And then times.
Yep.
And Times Gate, the warping that Duo Sather had, which lets her do some really cool stuff on offense, right? Because like a lot of times in offense, you can't do that. You do the rally, and then that rally bot kind of gets stuck behind. But now Haether can just jump in and keep helping.
Mm-hmm.
And they gave favor, and she got favor.
And she got favor.
You know, a lot of people probably just gave her favor anyway because it was obviously her best B slot for a while now.
Yeah.
But getting her for free feels really good, so I'm happy about it.
Yeah, this is every Sather fan should be really happy. Every Haether fan rather, should be really happy with this. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Again, as you said, they literally gave her everything that she needed, like including the skill, which again, in the long run doesn't matter, but it is really nice. But yeah, favor is just really, really good, especially with like the rise of takiness, like just having that extra true damage support globally. Does a lot to like take out those tanks, unless that tank happens to have Omnifeud, like Spring South.
Or Tabarn.
Or Tabarn,
It has been,
or Northuz.
It's been quite a week
Yep.
for Haether. I mean, finding out that she's Kieran's daughter and now this. So.
Now
oh my
she has
gosh, there's
sisters
another
and-
one. Kieran's got 2 babies. Like I guess like Satyr's like the canon wife now. Like how do you get around
I guess,
that? Like,
yeah. I didn't know
That's
Sather had it
nuts.
in her, I guess.
She
Don't
sure
finish that.
did.
Don't finish that.
Rated M podcast. Anyway, bro, I was not expecting that. When I saw the Tempest trial, I was just like, okay, like sure, like you might as well just keep going with it.
Might as well, right?
Jeez. So I guess like discussing like one other thing we were talking about a little bit earlier with the idea that we weren't getting 2 summer banners, but there is a chance we get an additional summer banner in August, right? Like typically, or yeah, because we typically will get a seasonal banner right before CYL, and it's like T or Pirates or the Thieves banner. So it's possible we get the summer banner 2 there. Do you think that's gonna happen, or do you think we're gonna get something completely different again?
They seem to like the T banner. The problem is anything, well, okay, I'll take that back. That may be a very good possibility because every banner that goes there dies because everyone is preparing for CYL. So that might actually be a good spot for that.
Like,
that's interesting.
I think there is a possibility that we get another summer banner in August, but I personally don't think it is likely because I feel like, IS would just choose the quote-unquote path of least resistance and just have standard 2 summer banners and then do like a sports festival banner if they wanted to do a new thing, right? Especially with like this sports festival banner full of like hard hitters, I feel like it wouldn't do that bad in August. Like you'll definitely bait out some people, like Satoshi.
The joke's on you because these same units will be on Summer Banner.
I see. I see.
Because our first Summer Banner wasn't that crazy, right? Am I forgetting? Like, I feel like it wasn't.
No,
like,
it wasn't.
So what I think you do, right, is you hit them with the Sports Banner with a whole bunch of favorites, and then Summer Banner 2 is like straight up like Booba Gooner Super Summer. And they're like, give us all your orbs before CYL so that you have no orbs. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, they're sneaking it in there.
Right. I mean, that is a possibility. They could do that. Yeah. Because honestly, I think I haven't seen a lot of hype for this upcoming CYL in August, at least for like the units themselves compared to previous years. So, you know, maybe this is like the time to have like that super eye-catching, I'll just say, Summer Banner and, you know, just get the orbs there. Maybe.
I've heard more hype for the Shadow Cup, which is bizarre to me, but
oh really?
Here we are.
The hype I've had for the Shadow Cup is to watch Satoshi suffer more. Yeah. That's it. Like it's just like, oh, you have to get another Elgard. Like that's all I've really had for it.
Yeah.
But it's also interesting to see where they insert all these banners because we've kind of know more banners coming this year than any other year we've had before, right? Mm-hmm. We know there's 2 Shadow banners coming up. We know there's CYL. We know there's 2 more Harmonic Brave pairs coming out, right? Mm-hmm. So like we kind of have an idea of a lot of stuff coming. We're just not sure the exact order or exactly when.
Right.
It's interesting to see how they order things to try to maximize the money, right? Because that's probably what their priority is.
Right.
It's not a bad plan. I don't know if you've ever looked at the financials, but September ends and everything just like tanks until like November, December.
Yeah.
So trying to boost that up it's not a bad financial plan.
Definitely not. But yeah, I think when we will meet again for the next episode, CYL will have happened. We will have like the release. So before we end it off, I do want to ask, what are you expecting our CYL units to be, and what are you hoping, or like just any sort of ideas on that?
We should know this, but I don't actually know off the top of my head. Do we know is Sylvanas post time skip or not?
I don't think we know for sure.
Should know. Let me check. Because it's whatever one. Okay, it's post time skip.
Post time skip.
Okay, so I'm assuming we're gonna get finally we're gonna get his PRF weapon, right? Like after all these years, we'll finally get it. So I'm assuming he's the Lance of the group, which means that is Sigurd just gonna be a sword? That would be so boring. I hope it's not a sword Sigurd. But
they really play it safe for CYL.
They love boring. boring.
Yeah.
So I could see that happening. If that's the case, though, Tsubasa can't be the Lance, which means like maybe we get something interesting with Tsubasa, like maybe a Mage Tsubasa or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then Azura's like a.
Azura could be like whatever. Honestly,
she's done everything, right? Yeah. Like she's been a mage, a lance,
an axe,
mage. Yeah, like, okay. Huh. I think, and the thing too is like none of them really lend themselves to colorless. I guess Azura's the closest I could see being colorless.
I can definitely see Azura like just becoming a mage, taking that colorless slot and taking one for the team, so to speak.
I think colorless is, I want to be colorless. Colorless is great.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be funny if they made Tsubasa a singer.
Oh,
that would be interesting. Yeah.
Would people get mad if they made Tsubasa the dancer on the banner and they made
Azura like nods?
That would be funny. She's like a melee nuke.
It depends on what they do with her, but possibly, yeah.
I mean, I think
Azura kind of has hands and fates. Like she hits hard.
Yeah, she has a good strength growth, so
right, exactly.
And before you like spend however 50 turns like just dancing someone to get that level up in that one map in Fates. Do you have any ideas on what the like the inspirations for like in terms of like the outfits and stuff like that.
I think Sylvain will be boring. I think Sylvain will just be post time skip Sylvain.
That would
just
like
CYL4. That's what I'm expecting.
Mm-hmm.
If they do something different, that'd be cool, but I kind of doubt it. Sigurd, it's hard to say because like they could dress him up like his dad, I guess. Is that gonna be cool? No, not really, but you know.
I think they're gonna do sell-off. They love doing that. I think it's gonna be boring.
That's gonna be boring.
Yeah.
They should do Arbus.
Just like have Sigurd be a fire tome user.
Red, red mage dressed as Arbus. Bro, I don't think they'll do that, but that'd be funny. That'd be really funny. Tsubasa has like 1 billion outfits, I believe. I haven't played that game, so I don't really know, but like, there's so many outfits they can literally pick any of them. And she'll fit. And it's Azura, they've used like most of her outfits. I don't really know what they do with Azura.
Right.
We have like Camilla.
That could be interesting.
They could do that. What's her mom? I forgot her mom's name. They could do her mom outfit.
Arete? Maybe.
Yeah.
I could see potentially like a Camilla themed Azura outfit just due to like their past and their interactions. I don't think there's like an outfit associated to that, but maybe they could like, you know, be creative and not boring for once. Who knows?
They're gonna do Goo Garen Azura.
Oh God, please no. That would actually like make all the Azura fans like super, super mad, but maybe it'll be funny.
It would be funny, yeah.
I think we have the most opportunity for creativity with the female division as opposed to the male.
Yeah, I think male will be boring, honestly. Yeah. I'd be surprised if they weren't just boring.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see. And hopefully we should be able to get the CYL units released within a month and a half. But yeah, before we end it off, is there any final thing y'all want us to mention?
I'm just excited to see where the game goes, to see CYL, because once we hit CYL, we're 1 month away from Fortune's Weave, which I'm really hoping IS has learned from their mistakes with Engage, and they really like double down in FEH with Fortune's Weave stuff, right? Celebrate Fortune's Weave, give us a free unit, you know, introduce new mechanics, whatever you need to do to make Fortune's Weave feel really cool in FEH. I hope they hit it out of the park with that one.
I'm on so much copium for Fortune's Weave. I took that week off of work. I am pumped. So if you guys are like most of FEH right now and can't understand what in the world we're talking about with Spring Soth, you've got a video from DTM that showcases exactly how to use him. So go check that out. Like that's good stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
We talked about it constantly, but Spring Soth is our new god. Unexpectedly, but
very
prevalently.
Unexpectedly.
Who would have known Spring Soth would be like the one like meta Soth, I guess. I never thought I'd see the day, but yeah, go check that out. And be sure to check out Oblivion and Joel as well. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell to all of us. And yeah, hope you all have an amazing rest of the day. Let us know down in the comments what your favorite new edition this past month was in FEH, what you think of the current Soth meta. And yeah, hope you all have an amazing rest of the day, and see you all next time. Bye, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye.